Wow. So beautiful. Hi everyone. In the recent times, I've been so inspired by point lace. I've been working on a few designs and have mostly failed. But this design has come up well and I wanted to share it with you from scratch. So I took a pencil and drew the design after trying out many drawings. I had equal markings on the paper, like I put a mark at the center of the paper and then I marked the center of each of the edge so that the design comes out proportionately equal on all the sides. Initially I drew only one half of the design, then I traced this half onto another paper and then copied that trace onto my main design so that I get two equal sides. Later I laminated this design using a Ziploc bag because I love this design so much that I wanted to preserve it for a long term. Since my blueprint of the design was ready, I used it to trace it over a piece of cloth. Now coming to the main work, I made a long Romanian icon. I'm so sorry I could not record how I made the icon, but there are so many tutorials already available on how to make a Romanian icon, which you can check out. So I stitched the icon over to the design with a thin needle, and this is how it came up. So beautiful. Those of you who follow me on Instagram and Facebook may have seen this. I am stitching together those pieces of I-cord which are touching each other. For this I am using the main color yarn. This step is very important because this will give stability to the piece once it is removed off the cloth. It's time to fill the empty areas now. For the center I choose a red heart crochet yarn. While making this grid I started off by making horizontal lines. But when I made the vertical lines, I went over and under the horizontal lines for better grip and stability to the filling pattern. Then I used the same thread to make circles around the intersections. I went under the bar. Then at the intersection, I spotted the bar or the line which is going under. Here it is the vertical bar which is going under the horizontal bar. Now I stitched under the vertical bar and over the horizontal bar in a circle. Again I went under the vertical bar and moved on to the next intersection. Here the horizontal bar is going under the vertical bar. So I went under the horizontal bar and over the vertical bar in circles. You can see it a few times here. At the end of the row, I went into the I-cord and came out from the point where the next row starts, and I repeated the same process of making circles. Here is how the finished filling stitch looks like. Now moving on to the petals now. I am first making a bar from one end of the I-cord to the other end. This bar will act as a starting point for the veins to come out. Now one by one I'm stitching rays or veins covering the whole petal. I have then divided the veins into two, and I am going under and over these two halves. Then I am excluding the vein closest to the I-cord from both the sides. In the end, I am left with just one vein. I am going into the I-cord and moving on to the next triangle. Here I am making 2 rays per edge and 1 ray at each corner. I'm weaving the rays so that it's more stable once it is out of the cloth. Then I am reaching the center, and around the intersection I am going circular by going under and over each of the ray. Now I am moving on to finish the next petal. I hope you liked this point lace pattern. Do leave your comment below. I will leave the image of this design on my website. The link will be in the description box below. Thank you for watching.